You know why you can't fail 2026? Because you have to gain clarity. And today you're going to gain clarity. In the first few weeks of the year, everyone is motivated. Same as you. You feel like you can tackle anything. I feel like I can tackle anything. But I realize that these three things are things you need to start. You need to take into action right now to ensure 2026 does not go the same way 2025 went. If it was a bad year for you, or somehow, some way you didn't get the expectations you hoped for and planned for. Let's get right into it. The first thing you need to do is stop planning everything. Stop planning your whole year at once. I'll give you an example. There are two people. They will definitely arrive to a place at the same time, but they will definitely arrive to the same destination, but time differs. And time differs because imagine having to carry 50 bricks. This is the first person all at once from point A to point B, and the second person chooses to carry them one by one, one by one, one by one. Who do you think will get there first? Well, if the first person is very strong, he will carry the 50 bricks there from point A to point B and get there faster than the person who's choosing to carry one. But personally, I prefer to be the second person who carries one brick one by one, because you definitely not meet someone that can carry 50 bricks all at once. Or even if he succeeds in carrying them, somewhere along the line he'll be tired, and that little distraction can cost him all his bricks. And this is the same way you should look at 2026 when it comes to planning. You should focus on one major task, handle that major task first, and all others come, because if you carry all of them at once, you won't give the attention needed to others, and you may end up losing the entire thing. I hope you understand what I'm saying. If you try to carry everything, you will drop everything. You should plan in seasons, not years, for efficacy and productivity, to ensure that you are not carrying everything and dropping everything. You should plan in seasons. One way I think you should lessen the burden on yourself is planning in seasons. You should ask yourself, within the next 90 days, if you conquer the first 90 days of the year, bro, you have conquered the whole of the year. Because with the discipline, the consistency, showing up each and every day, you just told yourself, I believe in myself. With action, you action into feel, and you action into feelings rather than feeling into action. Let us stick with you for a moment. Back to what I was saying. You plan in seasons. Instead of telling yourself, I'll do this entire year, just focus on the first 90 days. Identify one thing and show up every single day. And here's the key: never miss a habit you're trying to start, or a habit you already have where you're having issues with it more than 2 days in a row. The moment you miss a habit 2 days in a row, that is where quitting begins, because you come up with valid reasons not to do that. When growth starts happening slowly, 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 the mind wants to be safe. The mind never wants to leave its comfort zone. But at this point in time, you and I know that your comfort zone is your destroyer. The moment you get comfortable, you need to push for the next big thing that stresses you. Once you do this, you start growing. So your mind is on wants to keep you safe and ensure one thing or the other that you do not like, but you need to step out of your comfort zone. So focus on the first 90 days of this year, which is from January 1st till March. Or at the time you're going to be watching this video, from that day, adding 90 days to it, and you arrive at the day in March. This is what you need to do to ensure you become better. Don't overthink it. It could be random. And one thing I do not want you to do is start feeling like I'm already here. It's just like you're trying to start learning something from the beginning. Just calm down. Accept the fact that that is where you are, that you are at the base level, and build up from there. Things will become better. You will make things better. So focus on 90 days and plan like someone who knows he can get to where he wants, and believe in yourself. The third point is structure beats motivation. Let me leave you with this saying: This saying is very important, and I just thought about this a couple of days back, and it is you don't feel into action, you action into feelings. You want to be rich, right? And in your mind, you already know what that feeling is. But that feeling is always far better when you achieve that specific thing you wanted to achieve. That feel at that moment, it can't be bought anywhere. You just have to experience it yourself, and that is where structure comes. You don't have to feel ready before you start. You need to set up a system that when you're in that environment or when you see these pointers, you get to do what you said you have to do. And for some of us, that may be having someone to talk to, having a timetable that we follow, having someone that you can be accountable to, having someone that you could just tell everything and they are okay with you. And I can be that person. We are growing together. I'm not perfect. The situations and circumstances you're facing, I mean, no, it may not be that much for me, but I can assure you, I have my own time of hardship, and it's not easy. But we have to be our keepers, our brothers' keepers, and ensure that we get to where we want to get. So right now, grab a pen and a paper. I believe you have already identified what you want to achieve in the next 90 days, and I'll use this. I want to be able to run this 100 meters so small. Let's see, 1 mile. In order to be able to run 1 mile in 90 days, what do I need? I need to build my endurance. First of all, I need to build my endurance. I need to have the habit of running, so on and so forth. I have to eat properly. And you must not get all the criteria, just focus on like 80% of it. If you approximate that, that's 100%. You can't obviously get everything. There will always be one loophole or one thing you could not get. You could not have the way you planned. So, I want to run 1 mile. I need to train every day. When can I train? If I'm going to school, it has to be early hours. Because by the time I come back, I'll be tired and I'll procrastinate and see the next day. The next day comes and I don't do it. So I get up early. In order to get up early, I need to sleep early the previous night to ensure that I get my 8 hours of sleep, to ensure that I'm not just running and straining my body. I'm running, my body is recovering, and I'm becoming healthier. So this is how you plan structures. Then for things that, for visual aids, let's say I want to read a book. You should try and see that book everywhere as much as possible. If it means making your wallpaper the title of that book or the picture or the cover page of that book, do it. The book should be on your reading table, your desk, your bed, wherever you know that once you see this, I'm locked in. I'm picking up the book and I'm reading it. That's what you do. That is how you set structures and systems. And when external bodies come to disrupt and try to distract you, what do? Have a fixed time zone where you yourself can log in. For some of us, and I'm not saying you should wake up early, do what works for you. For some of us, we work better at night. For some of us, we work better in the morning. So focus on night or morning hours and just give yourself that peace of mind to do what you need to do. And you can listen to this video, feel motivated. I'm happy that you're feeling motivated. But real action actually starts when you sit down and do what needs to be done. So I'm going to leave you with this. Just one goal for the next 90 days. I guarantee you, if you focus on one goal for the next 90 days, consistently showing up each and every day, you have conquered the year. You can make 2026 better, and you will make 2026 better if and only if you listen to the advice I've given you, and you not just listen to them, you put them into action. See you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, do well to like, comment, and subscribe, and share it to someone. It will really help them.